God, I want Max to lose so bad.
That was like the one thing I realized after watching this show is that I mean, they're all have their own, like their diva moments.
Yeah.
But something about Max, it just didn't. He didn't like rub me the right way. I don't dislike him. I was just like not a fan.
Very talented.
Like just not a fan of him.
Very talented. But
We are live.
Nice.
I fell ass backwards into hating Max Verstappen. Like I showed up, and I was just like, oh, cool. There's a black guy. Oh, he's really good. Wait, who's this Max Verstappen dude? Get him out of here. Like, what is it?
fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that dude.
Actually,
Fucking
Hamilton
sucks.
was interviewed yesterday and about being second and Max being first. And he says, "Well, at least I can keep a good eye on him because on that first turn, because he was really worried about him getting wide elbows and running him off the track again."
I was telling Dex, there's like so many variables against Lewis today. Like a Haas car spins someone out and he just gets clipped, or a malfunction or anything. Like because he has to win outright. Like
Who is Kubica? Never heard of that guy.
Max is on the soft tires to start, and Hamilton's on the medium. So Max should get a better start. But they will wear out quicker, so
He's got to find like 23 seconds somewhere to make up for a pit stop because got to switch tires fast.
is the
I don't know where their mode is, but you can turn it up a little bit if you want.
is the Champions Cup or the whatever for the team? Is it already going to Mercedes? Has it already been calculated, or
It's still up in the air.
Still up in the air.
Most likely, unless they crash out.
what's up, boys? What's up, chat?
What did
Over for
baby?
chaos.
As long as Lewis wins.
If it's chaos, he might not.
I don't care if they
I
win.
want Haas to win.
Max has the tiebreaker, so if both of them crash out, Max wins. Which
They
would really
finish
be
9
sad.
and 10, and Lewis wins. Like, that's
Yeah,
all I
after
do.
watching the show, I do kind of like
That'd
Haas.
be the most bitch move, right?
Is there a way where like Hamilton gets second and like say Max gets fourth, but it's the fastest lap, and then there's like a calculation to like
Well,
who
watch
wins?
this start.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we got him at the start. That is unexpected.
Lando, no,
Lando, what are we doing, Lando?
Oh my gosh.
Mercedes and then
What a start.
Hell yeah, baby.
That's a nice lead.
And he's got the medium tires, so Max should be better in the first few laps, but
No DRS for a little bit, though.
that's true too. He's got the slipstream. He's trying to break it there.
Look at us.
Dude,
Look
like,
at
we're
us.
so we're the
We know our stuff. Experts.
See, he took
Oh,
Let's
damn.
give it to him.
Oh, Lord.
Oh no.
Oh, he's way out there. Shit.
Have to give it back.
He has to get it. Give it to me now.
Can he give it back to him whenever?
Yeah, I think so.
Safe position. You should brake checking.
Yeah.
He should have given it back. He needs to give it back.
Just know that one thing I realized from watching the show this past week is that Williams sucked.
Yeah.
I figured that out pretty quick, and I was like, dang, I fuck with them.
Yeah, I started the first season the other day, and they were talking to like the dude who runs Haas or whatever, and I was like, oh, he has so much hope. He just like, he seems so excited for this, and then 3 years later, they're just the worst team in history.
That's so cool that they have that.
Yeah, the helmet cams is what like got me into Formula One because like the first race I watched was at Monaco, and they showed the helmet cams. Like, this is the most beautiful shit ever.
Oh my gosh! Have you seen the Senna on track when he was qualifying at Monaco. Oh my gosh, that is just amazing. It will get you heart pumping.
Launches into the apex, they do touch, and Hamilton has to take to the escape road. Did Verstappen lunge correctly and fairly?
He may be waiting for the stewards to say give it back.
Yeah.
Wait till last minute.
Game 7, boys. You don't take this from
You
my
don't,
cold dead
yeah.
hands.
You don't hand it over.
No investigation necessary.
Yeah, after watching all this, I'm definitely going to Austin next year.
Got to. Yeah, this is so
I'm
tough.
definitely going to invest in that.
It's a different experience live. You get the speed and the noise and all that.
Right.
You can't see the whole track, and they do such a great job on TV.
Yeah, I can tell that just from like watching replays and then now watching this in person. Yeah, or at least live. Definitely very good. Keeping track of everything.
Yeah.
I can imagine being in like the control room for this.
Oh my
must be
gosh.
hell. Must be awful.
All the different helmet cams, the different crew cams, like there's so many.
It's insane.
Helicopters, and they have booms that have to get reset.
Imagine if Apollo had to put something like that together right now. Everything, the race is delayed 3 hours.
We'll scrap the race after the 3-hour break.
We can't get the chat to pop up.
Now we just sit around and talk.
Yeah. Let's just simulate the race
Yeah.
on a video game.
Trust me, bro. This is how we would have went.
This is stunning,
It's a little
actually.
sketchy there, Tony.
You gonna work?
Because Max is on the soft tires. You would think he would be cooking right now, but Lewis is like increasing his lead.
It always blows my mind where, like, I just look at the bottom half of the standings and they're just already cooked. They're already done.
They're
like,
done.
Like you're not even competing. Look at me being a baseball purist. We don't tank.
You don't.
We don't tank.
Haas literally just tanked this year, though. They were like COVID happened, and they were like, well, we'll just better luck next year. Like, we'll put all our money in the 2022 car, and we'll just do this for the travel this year.
And you get money based on where you are in the constructors championship.
They have no points.
They have no points. And I'm sure they get a base, but they might get some T-shirts from Red Bull or something. This is a little ahead, by the way.
Thing is, I think this is gonna fuel Matt. Max is gonna do something dumb now.
If he can get close
Yeah.
enough.
Max came up at 19, and he was really very aggressive and made some really stupid moves and didn't finish a lot of races because of he was just too aggressive.
He had such a bad start.
He got cooked off the line.
It could have been his tires cooled. I'm not sure if the soft tires cool quicker than the mediums. I would imagine they would.
What was Lando Norris doing?
He just got off a better. He got moving quicker.
They did all that yesterday in qualifying. All that strategy is like really cool shit they were doing for Red Bull. Just to give it all right back immediately.
This is the view from Lewis Hamilton's cockpit as he sees Max Verstappen coming at him at a rate of knots. It is very much like
Those reflexes on that. This is right there. Just was.
It's amazing.
I would have been into
speed
the wall
Oh,
5,000
yo.
times.
You have no idea the speed that's coming at you, and even just the input they're feeling with their
Yeah,
body,
the G-forces are insane.
and reaction time, and be able to just do the adjustments that were just enough adjustments, because it's really easy to oversteer when you get into that situation.
That's why he's the
Trust me,
GOAT.
I know.
That's why he's the GOAT.
I
K-Miz
know.
is right. Botas has a terrible start right now.
Imagine being a big Bottas guy.
Colin.
Could be me.
Is he retiring outright or is he going? Is he?
I forget where he's going. He's going to the ride.
He's going to McLaren, I think.
Yeah. And he's done his job.
It's tough being second fiddle.
I texted my she's a big F1 fan, so I was like, hey, I just want to say, after watching season 3, or I was halfway through season 3, and I was like, I think this Bottas guy's a big baby. She's like, well, he has been shafted a few times by Mercedes for Hamilton. I was like, I get that, but just fucking leave, because I was like, at this rate, everyone leaves every 2 years. So, this guy's been there for quite a while.
If you're around during the Nico Rosberg era, they basically took each other out a couple of times because they were fighting each other. And Bottas kind of settled all that down and basically played his role pretty well. But it's not easy to do.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Who's Nico Rosberg?
I did that very hard.
For those of us in the chat who might not
He
know.
was he was the
2016 champ.
for Mercedes. For
I was
Mercedes.
on,
For Mercedes,
while,
okay.
while watching the show, I just stayed on Wikipedia.
He was Hamilton's
Predecessor?
partner. Yeah. No. They were in the Mercedes at the same time, so they were competing basically for the championship, and it was a very heated battle. And you're not supposed to have that kind of heated battle.
I forget I have a producer's mic this whole time. I keep forgetting about it. I'm just yelling.
Well, that was in what season 1? It was Danny Ricciardo and Max. That was heated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what hooked me. I was like, oh, these drivers are the next year on a totally different team. Just the crossover.
And Max came up. His dad was a F1 driver. He was,
Born on third base.
yeah. He had it, all the opportunities, and very good, very young.
Speaking of that, what happened to Ricardo? He just fell off.
Well, you get in a different car with different performance capabilities, and it's a lot harder.
Checks cash the same, Josh. Ricardo's built the perfect kind of backup quarterback cult following. Because if he podiums, everyone gets pumped about the shoey. They don't even worry. That's the only one everyone's worried about. It's the backup quarterback life. We know you're not gonna win, but if you do, hell yeah.
yeah.
And if you lose, hell yeah, it's all right.
Or last race when Ocon was gonna be third until Bottas stole
yeah.
it from him at the last. Everybody was like, "Cool, Sebastian Ocon, look at him."
I quickly realized that with Ricardo, it's damn, I'm gonna lose. At least I'm pretty. That's basically how he operates.
Yeah. Oh, I have to go home to this big yacht with all these models.
I rewatched One, the movie, which is a documentary on the early part of F1 and focusing on the safety issues. And there were a lot of just beautiful Playboy drivers that lost their lives very young. It was actually kind of sad to see some of it.
R.I.P. to the real.
That one movie I saw with Hemsworth
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the other actor I can't think of.
yeah. And that's part of this story.
Yeah. Well, he just passed away recently. He
Yeah.
was a world especially after the
Yeah.
burn.
Right. In 1972, they lost 3 drivers the whole year.
They kept going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3 deaths in a year.
I would have been like, "Hey, let's do something else, guys."
Yeah, it was.
When 15% of your workforce dies,
Yeah.
that's terrible.
The drivers used to say, they didn't wear their seatbelt because they'd rather be thrown from the car than stuck in with the fire.
Nah.
Not at 150 miles an hour.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Chico's staying in it.
Yeah, Verstappen is not staying close, so I don't know how. It's going to have to be a pit stop strategy.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do something.
Obviously, the strategies are different, being on different tires.
So if he lets him pass him in the pit stop, does that count? Taking a pit stop and then
Yeah,
he's like, oh, he
yeah.
passed me during the pit stop.
Because eventually you have to stop
Oh,
too.
well then, yeah, I would just wait and do that.
The rules are you have to use 2 different compounds, so you have to make a pit stop.
Oh man,
Already.
Max is cooked, bro.
Oh wow.
Coming out of those slower corners, Max, lessening his pace down the straights as well.
That visual is crazy.
I love the helmet cam.
Oh wow.
They just casually made that turn at like 105. Like, no.
It's really difficult to see the speed that they're turning on the TV. It's
Dude,
just amazing.
I can barely turn 140 miles an hour without my
It's
foot all
amazing.
over the fucking brake.
That's what K-Bay said. Max and Lewis should race in the Haas cars. It's a championship race.
Here we go. Here we go.
Both guys immediately stall out.
They're just fish chilling at the start.
I bet they don't even drive cars that bad like in their regular life.
Oh, yeah.
They're just going to the grocery store and shit
Yeah.
is better than Haas.
And what sucks is that, you know, people always keep asking me, like, okay, like, you know, after season 1, who's your team? After season 2, who's your team? And I was like, well, you know, I kind of like this Haas team. Maybe because it's like I'm American, but like I want to root for them. I was like, I kind of like the people that run it. They've got a lot of spotlight in the show. And then when I was watching season 3 and they were just awful, I was like, well, I don't care anymore about teams. So I'm a big player guy.
Yeah.
So
I think that
Big track fan.
yeah.
I think they put a cap on the spending this year, but it was $145 million so they're spending that much per year, and that's not including some capital expenditure on factories and things like that. So
I'm gonna
it's a
take
lot
that
of money
tweet
to
back
keep
about
putting
buying
back
them.
into it.
Don't think that check will clear.
Apollo Racing not coming soon.
I'll buy a karting team.
Yeah.
That seems a lot more manageable.
Yeah, it's definitely, and that's actually kind of fun.
I used to work at a go-kart place, bro. Those people are like go-kart people, insane. It's wild. You'd be convinced that they like are actually Formula One drivers because they take it so seriously. Just like some random dude who works at like, you know, a clothing store during the day, Thursday night, he's
Yeah.
like at this go-kart place every single week. Like he's fucking Lewis Hamilton. It's crazy.
Just training.
That's where most of these guys started.
Lewis just set another fastest lap. Yeah, but this is. I don't know what Max is gonna do. He's got to do something.
Yeah.
I mean, he just gained a whole second on that.
And he's got a ways to go on these tires too. So, it was,
Like, yeah, that right there, that fucked him.
That's going to be very controversial.
I bet Twitter been going crazy this whole time. I haven't looked.
This is not a clean outcome right now.
About him just driving straight across that.
Yeah, you're not supposed to pass off the track, and so whether or not Max was ahead is going to be a question.
Damn, he just lost another second.
Yeah, you're right, Chad. George Russell at the very back of the race is not great for next year. But next year he'll be in a better car, so we'll see. Kid's talented. And even if he's not, I mean, Bottas is an 8. It's not like he's helping out Hamilton anyway, so.
How are you already a whole 50 seconds behind? That quick.
Another fast
What the
lap.
fuck was that? Well, that was the leader, Jordan.
Yeah, it's about 40 seconds from being lapped.
Yeah, if I was in last place, I'm like, man, at least I'm having fun. At least that check's clear.
just start waving in the crowd.
Yeah, just phoning home already.
Yeah.
I'm a Formula One driver in Abu Dhabi. Like,
Yeah.
This is about to be lit as soon as this is over.
That's what Bottas is doing. He's on that final Mercedes farewell.
Well, somebody didn't start. There's only 29.
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
Yeah, they're missing a Haas guy, which is great.
He must have crashed
One
out.
less person to
Pulling
screw
out of
this
the
up.
garage.
That's how Verstappen's gonna make this up. Is that Mitch Schumacher at the back is gonna.
Our game plan was to just kind of drift off him coming around the second lap of. Hey, my tweet in the group message was actually right. I was like, we didn't expect Haas to make it out of the first lap.
Did he make it to the first lap?
So last night I, finished the show like around 8 o'clock. Went out to the bar. I got home around 2.
You went out?
Yeah, I got home like around 2,
Oh no.
and I was like, we'll see if I make it up. we'll play it by ear. And then my body woke me up at 5.
Damn.
It was like, get your ass up. You did not do all this for nothing. I was like, you're absolutely right. And now it's starting to set in. That I'm a little tired. The eyes are heavy.
They've actually made a lot of great strides with the competition level. A few years ago, it was basically Mercedes,
Yeah.
and it was a parade. But now it's much more competitive and a lot more fun.
Except today.
This year's been a lot of fun. It's been one of the best seasons.
That's what I've heard. Like my friends who are very into this, like outside of y'all, they're like, this is the most fun I've had watching the seasons.
It's been very
You
competitive.
have
back
other
and forth.
friends, bro?
I do have other friends. We're on,
That hurts.
we're on the street.
JB, there is coffee in the kitchen.
I'm not a coffee guy. I'm a
it's
big, I'm a big
horrible,
life
but-
energy guy.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
I wake up and go.
That's powerful.
Same here.
Yeah.
That's not sustainable, but it's powerful.
I'll ride out for as long as I can.
Maybe one day I have to be like y'all and hit up Starbucks every single morning. But for now, we vibing.
Yeah, I have a lot of espresso shots in this.
Looking tired.
I mean, I also have a cheat code now because I take Adderall, so, you know.
I'll do it.
Oh, losing gears? That's not good.
So they're gonna.
All right, here we go.
We pitting. We gonna see what happens.
Looks like they're going.
They're gonna mess up on one of the tires.
The hard tires. I think they're doing a one-stop strategy. From soft to hard.
Oh, there's like a tunnel. That's
It is a tunnel, yeah.
secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Oh,
What?
Whoa.
whoa. Yeah, I think he thought Max was about to.
Just cut across all of that.
Shouldn't be texting and driving.
Charles is. He's in trouble.
It's Charles. It's not Charles.
We're very close. I can call him that.
Wow, it's early.
They're gonna try to go almost freaking 40 laps on those tires.
They're the hard tires, and they might be able to do it, but they will start to degrade near the end. See what
Don't mess up.
he's going with the hards too.
Smooth.
No, those are the hards. Yeah.
Checo in front.
Viva. I think I'm gonna be a fan of him next year.
Checo.
Dude from the Mexicans.
In
Yeah,
the
him
show
leading
when he
like,
finally
at the
won
race
his
at
first
Mexico
race.
was
That,
super dope.
yeah.
He came right back out in second. Oh yeah, this is over, bro. This is over.
He's 5 seconds ahead of Verstappen.
I don't think he ever saw him.
Wow.
He was shook.
So I always check my blind spot, you know.
He locked it
That's
up.
exactly how I drive. Just don't check it all, just go.
Sometimes in these desert tracks, they have the issue with the sand coming on, but I think this one's pretty clean.
That Dubai money's different, so I'm sure they got it clean.
Yeah, this ain't Saudi Arabia. No disrespect.
To the kingdom. Big fans of the kingdom. Big fans of the kingdom.
Big fans of the kingdom.
Nothing
Please
bad
don't
to
come
say.
find my house.
Nothing bad to say. about
Texas
Saudi
is
Arabia.
big for all of us. We're all big fans of the kingdom here.
My
Your
views are
Twitter
my
account
own. Do not represent Apollo Media.
I think we might want to shut this one down.
Oh shit. Your Twitter account's about to get nuked.
Again, I'm sorry to the Washington Nationals and the Saudi Arabia. Meant no disrespect. This is parody.
Here, these are sponsorships, man.
Oh, that's funny.
I tell you, if Ferrari
That's
gets
funny, man. They need a fucking donut.
if Ferrari gets their stuff together sometime in the next couple seasons, it's really going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah,
If
you
you
have
have
three teams, and they start splitting points.
and then the Italian fans come in and they are just nuts.
I'm excited to see what happens with the new car. I feel like, obviously Mercedes and Red Bull is going to stay out up front, but I think the mid-table gets super interesting. But
Yeah.
And the cool thing about the Netflix show, they didn't like introduce Lewis Hamilton until like season 3, because I think everyone would have been a fan of him instantly,
Yeah.
because he's like Tom Brady.
Well, Red Bull and Mercedes didn't participate in the first one.
Oh, is that why? Okay.
Yeah. The first
As someone who
season.
just watched it, let me tell you what's going on that show. I finished season 1, and I was like, where the fuck is Lewis Hamilton? Like, they kept showing highlights of him spraying bottles or whatnot. I was like, where is this guy? And it was all about Red Bull, all about Haas and Renault, a little bit of Ferrari, and a sprinkle of Williams. And that was it. They didn't touch on anyone else. And then finally, they gave us 5 minutes of Lewis Hamilton in season 2. I was like, nice. This is the guy I want to know. And then, of course, now I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I like his personality. It's pretty
Mercedes
cool.
didn't think it was
Max fucking up.
good for them, but now it became very popular and everybody wants to be involved.
You know what this is like? This is like last year in the Super Bowl. Or was it last year?
Mahomes, Brady.
Mahomes, Brady, and Mahomes came out there and got cooked.
At halftime, there was 9 sacks against Mahomes. You're just like,
That experience
Yeah.
plays off sometimes.
Nope.
it's up to 7 now.
Game 7 against the Yankees, we win 4-0 or whatever. Lewis Hamilton
Exactly.
throwing 24 straight curveballs right now.
That would be an interesting strategy. They just let Chico just keep the. Hopefully, Max can make a comeback, but
Serpentine.
yeah.
As,
But Lewis is still putting up fastest laps.
Yeah. I mean, Chico has to pit here soon.
It feels like every single lap from Lewis Hamilton has been a new fastest lap.
On his
2
ass.
laps.
Overtake difficulty.
whoa.
Uh-oh.
It's often easier to go faster if you have somebody in front of you because it's like a rabbit you're chasing. You also get the DRS, obviously, and the slipstream. If you're out there alone, sometimes I think it's hard to keep the focus of going fast. But Hamilton's
As someone who has watched Lewis Hamilton's masterclass on being an inner champion, you're racing against the track at that point and not the people behind you.
Yeah.
It's lesson 1. That was the
Oh,
free trial.
He's had a lot
And cancel subscription.
Lewis has had a lot of experience at running out front, so. Yeah,
What
I'll
is
have
this
to worry about him.
masterclass about? Like, what is he talking?
So there's I have it because there's a bunch of business stuff and so it's basically their own personal YouTube channel on whatever topic they want. So there's a guy named he used to be his name's Chris Voss, and he used to be a hostage FBI negotiator, and he took all the 30 years worth of stuff and then he applied it to business. And he has this group called the Black Swan Group. So all the stuff that he learned in hostage negotiation, like across the world globally, like he uses it like for business stuff, and like so I like that class. But there's like Serena Williams talking about tennis, and she just breaks it down for you. Or they did one for Lewis for like the mental side of sports.
Serena Williams says, "Get good."
Yeah.
Just try to beat me.
Hit the ball real hard, but under control, and there you go.
And there's like big time chefs on there too that like teach you cooking, stuff like that. There's a bunch of they're growing out their stuff. But we're gonna definitely do like a spoof of the Masterclass.
Chad, what should our Apollo Masterclass be about? Wrong answers only.
Starting on time.
How to set up a live stream.
Hey, we launched the stream right at 7 today, so we're good. Came down to the wire, but we did it.
Is your camera plugged in?
Wow. He
Like
turned
turn.
in pretty quick.
You know, when his camera down.
DRS. You can see
No, I
it
gave him
opening.
a dummy battery.
Yeah, it has the
Whoa.
dummy battery in it. Where it just plugs right in.
Cooked them.
Oh my God.
Cooked them.
Fixed for next
Oh,
time.
DRS was the thing it took me the longest to understand. I was like, what the hell are they talking about?
I still don't know what it is. They didn't explain it in the show, and I didn't look it up.
and drag reduction
Sounds
system. The wing opens in the back. You see the wing is open.
I see that, yeah.
Yeah.
All the drag on the car is to put downforce, and downforce is only good in the turns. It's actually slows you down in the straights.
But yeah, basically it just makes you go real fast and you can pass somebody.
It's like NOS.
It reduces the drag. So they open the wing. You don't have the downforce of the wing, but you don't need it on the straight. So you get the extra, maybe
they're
5 or
fighting.
6 miles per hour.
Is it the driver in the car activating it, or is it the team?
Yeah, it's the driver. And you have to be a second behind, so there's a timing point to determine. And there's only, I think on this track, there's two
Two
drag
protection zones, yeah.
and there's 2 DRS zones.
They're battling.
This is what we wanted from Hamilton and Verstappen.
You just
but,
try to take him out? Wow.
I mean, Verstappen's
But I mean,
gaining on
yeah,
it. Yeah.
Chico's actually.
Oh
Of
shit!
course, he's dangerous. He doesn't care. He'll be a hero.
We may have a game here, folks.
Yeah. Sergio Perez, the greatest teammate of all time.
Yeah, big team guy right there.
Perez is still fighting.
But Max can.
Oh my goodness, he held him up so much.
It
Yeah.
is.
Wow.
He did his job. That was a masterclass of being the.
Being a teammate.
Teammate
That's what I was
second.
worried about when it was like. I was like, he may actually slow him down.
And now he's going to give him a slipstream and let him by.
You. All right, we're back in it, folks.
Now he's going to pit.
Holy crap!
Bottas he's making his way up there.
Last year, Checo Perez was retiring from the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Didn't quite know where he was going in Formula One. He got signed up by Red Bull, and he had
Yeah, when I first started watching, I was like, why do they have teammates? What does that mean? Sergio Perez is what that means.
That's exactly right.
come into the pits. And as it stands on this lap, Hamilton seems to be pulling away a little bit from Max Verstappen. In the practice,
These F1 cars actually have more drag than your car because they need it for the downforce.
Red Bull were trying the soft compound tyre, and they haven't used these hard tyres throughout the weekend so far. This is when Hamilton got past Perez, but it didn't end there, did it?
I half expected Perez to come slithering up the inside there again, but Lewis very carefully picked him.
That's my guy Chico. Look, I'm already not a fan of the track anymore. Now I'm a fan of an individual.
Down the inside.
I'm a Hamilton boy for life. This is why I got in it. This is why I'm gonna stay in it.
Verstappen in the Red Bull on that occasion.
Once again, looking at so Max is a 10th quicker through the
Lando Norris all the way down there at 10th. I thought he was gonna put up a fight today.
we've seen some
when he started P3.
this Mercedes-Benz in Hamilton, particularly for the last 3 Grand Prix. And it's now Max in the turbulent air behind.
I can't believe another team isn't picking up Gasly with how well he's been doing with the midfield car.
That was actually a really astute observation, producer Josh.
I watched the show.
Thank
You
you.
got a table right here.
Yeah, you're right.
It's really amazing too. These engines are V6s, 3.6 liters. They're hybrid turbos, but they're very small, but very efficient.
Yeah, I got that in my car too.
Yeah. I know what all those things work.
Pretty casual.
I know how all those things work.
It revs at about 22,000 RPMs though.
My oil change light has been on for like 6 months.
Yeah,
But when it's fixed, your DRS is you're ready.
Yeah, I switched to soft tires. By that, I mean my tire pressure light's been on for a while.
Max gave it all right back, bro.
Why do they spell tire with a Y on there?
Because they're British.
Is that how British people spell tire?
Yeah.
Astro fans UK, is that correct?
Yeah, George.
Get rid of the whole country.
You don't like the Queen's English, bro? You disrespecting the Queen?
Between producer Josh and Dex, we have a
We got an
global
international
war now on 2
Isn't it
fronts.
funny that we're scared of Saudi Arabia, but not the UK?
No
Well, times have changed.
Let's get anybody that says in it.
She's gonna outlive us all, bro.
We immediately issued a press release for Dex and then Josh and we're like, yeah, fuck it. They spelled tire wrong.
Toto is the most commanding dude ever.
He oozes
If he told me to go do something, whatever it is, I'm going to do it.
Plus he's jacked. Yeah, it was long.
Gotta get better. I've always wanted to know, like, how do you decide I want to be a Formula One pit stop guy? Like,
How'd you get on that path?
yeah.
It's gotta be stressful.
You gotta think they're like paid pretty handsomely.
Yeah, it's
I would think so. Especially at
Like
F1.
if you're a Mercedes, like,
Do they change
Pit
teams as often as the drivers? I feel like if I was watching it, like Mercedes was watching Haas and they had a really good tire change guy, I would just scoop him up.
Down the, like,
the
What's his
engineers.
analytics?
The
Yeah,
engineers are
analytics
more,
on the times for the lug nuts and shit.
engineers are more desirable, but
that guy on the front right, he's going places. I can see it.
it's just- when I first started
that's
watching,
sick right there.
I was kind of shocked that they didn't change refuel, but it's a safety issue. There were just so many fires, and these cars are so hot, and the fumes can just ignite spontaneously. But they have about 36 gallons of fuel.
Are there like tryouts? Do they apply on Indeed? Like, how do you like? How do you?
Question.
If I want to be a
What if you made like
Pick a guy.
a sponsor me tape or like a highlight tape?
huddle film,
Ultra huddle film.
Moving tires.
you just had a discount tire.
That's how the Haas drivers started, though. They just hopped into the car, just like in
I love
Talladega Nights.
I love that.
Dex hitting 5-star rear right tire.
Dex is just walking down the street, just like working on the
Your
reactions.
LinkedIn page.
Your skills, you just max them all out on your LinkedIn page.
Haas commit, but my recruitment's still open.
That could be a funny like audition tape we can make.
Yeah, that's what I was
For-
thinking. Yeah.
yeah.
Verstappen verifies your skills.
Well, reach out to the Haas people. They need all the publicity.
Yeah. It's not like they're working on the car in the off season, so.
Well, there goes our deal.
Great. Now we have America against us too.
I'm just fucking all the money up on stream. They'll never have me on stream again.
flying.
You don't
That
see that
looks
at
so
night.
cool.
Take a look at if you can see it in the turns to see if the brake discs are glowing. You only see that at night too.
I like this dusk race, or maybe this is dawn. Who knows?
It's dusk, yeah. It's gonna get dark.
I fully expected Sergio to lunge back up the inside down
It's a
into turn 6, but
temperature issue here.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All those boats.
Yeah, but,
The rich.
one day we're just gonna be on a yacht in Abu Dhabi watching the Formula One race.
Or Monaco.
Monaco would be sick.
2023, the Apollo team goes to Monaco.
Yeah, we're definitely losing people on that trip. Not everyone's making it out.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm coming back.
I'm trying to find some rich, like housewife
Yeah.
that hates her husband, and that's where I'm going in.
That moment when, did you see that? Where it was like 10 years ago when he was racing in Monaco, Raikkonen, and he just, I guess something went wrong with the car, so he just left and went to his yacht and just watched the race on his yacht.
Oh, my goodness. Oh.
That sucks.
This is the last race. Question: is there a reverse on these?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Straight only. Straight only.
I should have prefaced it. This is a dumb question.
Want to fix your coffee there? Oh, taking a while.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
That's not a good way to go out, but he's one of the most unusual characters, the greatest characters in the sport. He's just a crazy guy. There was a race about 3 or 4 years ago, and they were on the radio pestering him, and he was like, "Shut the fuck up and let me drive."
Hell yeah.
Rip.
He just has to sit there helplessly, like in this car.
What is Russell
Kimmy gives-
doing?
Just get me out
Kimmy
of here
gives
at this
zero
point.
shits.
He's going to that yacht.
He gives zero shits. I mean, he probably wanted to go out, but for him, it's just.
Look at that Kingsman ad.
Only in cinemas.
I haven't seen any other ones.
Me neither.
Kingsman, that's one of the
I heard
best
like, a
fucking
lot of
movies.
people like them. Yeah.
They're awesome. They're ridiculous, but the action is very well directed.
We will leave you alone now.
That's funny. He hates interviews and all that stuff. He just likes to race. When I first started racing and had to wear some fire suits, I didn't realize. I thought the drivers had like shoulder pads and stuff. Those are actually handholds, so they have to drag you out of the car.
That makes sense.
They thought of everything.
Yeah, like I said, I literally finished
Russell's
season 3
done?
last night, but watching that Roshan fire,
Yeah, yeah.
wild,
Oh, yeah.
insane.
It's amazing. It's crazy.
I almost started popping bottles when he got out of that thing. I wasn't spoiled on it, so I wasn't sure if he if he died or anything.
I mean, like, I think they're just gonna go on these tires.
There's one
They
stop.
have to, right? Like,
One stop, yeah. I've gone to the track a few times. A friend of mine actually has a spec Boxster race car and with the roll cage and all that stuff where you have to climb in. There's no windows, and I'm not the most nimble person. And I got in okay, and took my laps, and getting out was a trouble. Figuring out how to get out. I asked my friends, like, so what's the best way to get out of here? And he says, well, I could light it on fire. Yeah, I'd get out pretty quick.
Gotta want
Okay,
it.
who's that?
Max Verstappen's wife, girlfriend?
I think it's his girlfriend.
Former.
Yeah, getting cooked like this. Can't roll with a loser. Thought you were gonna be a champion. What is this?
Okay, Bottas, let's go.
Another fastest lap. Lewis is cooking, bro. Jordan in the clutch. What is this gonna be? The 5th championship in a row?
Going back, Nico was the last one to win, I believe. So and it's been a tremendous comeback coming after he was down in, I guess Mexico was the last one that Max won.
I mean, Chico, I think I want him to get a podium just because that was brilliant driving in that stretch. Like,
Yeah.
at that point, you're just like, as a teammate, be like, dude, I did everything. That's on you now. Like,
Yeah.
you weren't clutch. I did
my
everything.
part.
I did everything.
Sorry, you suck.
Yeah, if I'm Chico, I'm just like, hey, some people are built different.
I don't know what to tell you, dog.
Yeah, you aren't.
I don't know if they have a trophy for best sixth man or second man, I guess in this case.
Squeezing a little bit further out, isn't it? This is a key time.
Okay, yeah, Bottas hasn't stopped yet. Shout out to the Bottas boys.
Bottas boys.
Let him going in.
Yeah, he's going in now. So if oh, hey, we're getting, hey, they heard us. They're getting fancy with the
They're doing
cameras, dude.
tricks
They're
and
getting,
Did he get knocked
I
over?
gotta get my huddle.
Did he get knocked over and do a roll?
Do a barrel roll. Like,
I gotta see the pit camera for that one.
But if Max pits again, do you think Hamilton does? It's like bird in the hand type situation.
I don't know.
Does he still need to let Max pass him?
No,
No, they decided
That's
that
over.
wasn't gonna happen. Race was basically over at that point. It feels like.
If I'm last in one of these races, I'm just like, I'm gonna get as many pit stops as I can. Just like your counter at the bottom's like 9.
Just break the fucking record. Might as well.
Oh, you're just out of tires
Yeah.
too. You just keep doing it.
Give me Hamilton's tires. You don't need them.
They're popping champagne on the podium. You're still doing your mandatory laps.
Just going back to ask this every individual pit stop guy, like, how are the kids? Like,
Hey, where's Frank? Get Frank over here.
Frank, what a lap.
Frank, you son of a bitch, get over here.
Russ went out at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had that. It looked like it, just everything locked up on him.
Wow, it got dark kind of quick.
I wonder how expensive it was to get into this race. And how expensive stuff was, like, at the race. Like, if you're buying a beer, like, how much does it cost?
I can't buy a beer.
Oh, well, yeah.
I don't know. I guess I don't know. It's Saudi Arabia. You couldn't. I'm not sure if it's the same here.
Some bottled water costs you your life.
Now you're starting to see big enough gap where you can react a lot later to your rival.
That cheap gas station champagne is like $5,000 there.
Who's this one on board with right now? Oh, Bottas.
No matter how good you are, getting lapped in this just has to be the most, like,
Degrading.
deflating. Yeah.
They're waving the blue flag at you like, get out of the way. you
No,
bitch."
I'd just be like, oh man, I'm keeping up with Hamilton. That's what I would think.
Yeah, find the picture a photographer took right when you're in front of him.
And then get it blown up. look, grandkids, this is why I was competing toe to toe with the best
With
of all
the
time.
best of all time. That would instantly be my profile picture and everything.
All the Haas guys just have pictures of them in front of every single driver ever.
Built different.
It's a track that offers overtaking opportunities. Sometimes very exciting for the current team boss. He said this should be something like.
If we were to stop under safety car for a medium or high.
Great feedback.
Whatever
both,
works, man.
Whatever, yeah.
Both tires, either one.
But he's having that thought process going that fast in the middle of that race. Like, that's so sharp.
Yeah, I can't even
you know
talk.
what I
And
mean?
play, I can't talk and play ping pong, let alone.
And they're
Driving
constantly
this.
doing stuff on the dash here, making adjustments.
Playing games.
Is that Angry Birds?
That's what the last place people
It's
are.
amazing.
Playing Mario Kart while he's driving.
I've definitely been wondering, like, what are all these buttons? Like, on
It's
this
amazing.
thing?
I wonder if they ever thought, like, when there's like these, obviously, like if you're crashed, right, it's gonna be pretty bad. There's gonna be a fire. They have like a, almost like the fighter jet type thing to like get them
Ejector
out,
seat?
but it'd probably like really fuck with the car.
Yeah, no.
It would have to be across all cars, but
Yeah.
like it's something to get them out.
You mean like an injector?
Yeah.
Literally, no.
Shoot some 10 feet in the air.
Yeah, more likely to go off on accident.
Crash into the barricade.
Okay, in theory, guys, I was trying to save lives right there in my theory.
They were in there pretty tight too.
Yeah.
I know, they have to bring their arms in just to get in there.
Oh yeah, and that cockpit.
But there's ejector seat. You're breaking both your collarbones on the way out.
Rather than burning.
And now they have the halo. You have to get through that.
I think they're dead.
And they're basically lying down too. So you're basically
Yeah.
lying down in a tub. It's a big carbon fiber
Monocoque.
monocoque.
Yeah, what a stupid idea.
What an idiot.
Honestly, that's why they didn't want to wear seatbelts. They wanted to be ejected before the fire.
I would just like rather not have to think about that. Like fire should be like very low on my
And you don't see
list of
very many
things that might
fires
happen to me.
these days. You know, these cars wreck pretty hard, and you really don't see that very often.
But yeah, in 1970 or whatever, when
Oh my
3
gosh.
people died, I would have been like, okay, I'm good. I can go do something else.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in the trade.
Yeah, I have other skills.
I will be a plumber.
And when
I
they,
actually enjoy putting the tires on the vehicles.
when they first started doing the back wing for downforce, they had like poles that went up like 6 feet to get the clean air. But it looked like somebody went to Home Depot to build this thing. And people would be in a turn and that thing would just fly right off, and then you lose all your downforce. And
You start spinning.
Just seems that he had better traction coming out of the hairpin. Charles Leclerc, you mentioned Martin
Shaw.
sliding around a little bit in the previous lap.
Your friend Charles.
My friend Charles. I call him Charlie Bell.
Shaw.
France is
Different
another
type of
country we're
relationship.
not worried about. So
Bottas is now free then to chase after the car in front, which is Lando Norris. And what's this? This looks like a car moving slowly.
it's up to us.
Thanks, guy. Couldn't tell.
Is that Shoemaker? Oh yeah, you need to do that.
The other Alpha.
What were they doing this weekend?
So one teammate in this final race in Formula One, the other teammate in his final race with the team and potentially Formula One are both retiring from this race. Now, where's he parked, Martin, in terms
I was
of
about to say, that's kind of a.
There's I think pulling back there, but if you couldn't shift, you didn't have much choice.
They have reverse.
You can just take the wheel off, just put it up there.
Yeah,
You know-
the only way you can get in.
You know that fleeting feeling of like
God, look at that yacht. Damn.
when you go like tubing like, on the lake and you get thrown off and
Yeah.
you wait for the boat to circle around and get you, and you're just kind of like sitting there in the water. That's got to be a worse feeling right there, where you're just sitting on a track and people are just flying like 200 miles an hour, just
like you're stranded on the world's fastest highway, like, trying to change your tire. And the safety's like
Car
Has Alfa
rocking.
Romero announced their team for next year yet?
I believe so, but I'm not exactly sure. Well, maybe not.
I don't worry about what's going on at the bottom of the table. Only focus on the
We're only
top.
focused on the top of the table.
I get the feeling some will be coming in.
The Ferrari, first of all, is pitting. And it must
2 seconds. Lewis Hamilton is staying out.
it would be an easy decision, even if they're thinking of pitting later on. They're staying out. That's also it is Charles Leclerc. Just waiting to see whether Fernando Alonso. Surely this is a gift for Alonso.
We need to get
Yeah, I'm
we
talking-
need to get Charlie Boy some Windex on his little visor because
Let's check their wheel guns. Hang around like nothing's happening. But I have been told.
That is a great shot.
McLaren are going out as well.
Ted, the reason Alonso and Gasly aren't pitting yet is they haven't reached turn 6 yet, but Verstappen.
The G-forces they pulled, it's amazing. And they're pretty. I mean, obviously they're tight in there, so. But the lateral forces on it in a turn.
Max is pitting.
Go
Gotta
slow.
do something.
Go slow. Go slow.
wow.
Go slow. Pain.
That was pretty quick.
2.6.
Put it on the
Seen
hards
better.
again.
Excellent commentary, Josh.
I know my stuff.
I binged the show yesterday.
I saw the real race is just Hamilton versus tires.
Basically.
That means it might come down to the wire if he doesn't pit and Max has fresh tires, right?
Perhaps.
He's got the hard tires, which even after 20 more laps are not going to be great performing, but they'll be obviously better than Hamilton's. I wouldn't be worried about a blowout
For who?
for Hamilton if he goes on these tires. They've run this track before, so they know how well the tires perform.
Why do they do that where they're going zigzag?
Get him warmed up.
Heating the tires up.
Heating him up. That's when I would definitely wreck.
That's what Bottas did during the warm-up lap, formation lap a couple of years ago. That's a bad call when you have to call in and say, "Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry." I
Hand up. That's on me, boys.
Honestly,
Hey, you know what? I'll pay for this one.
That's just right.
Don't worry about it.
They always do that when they crash or in the show. They're just like, "I'm sorry, guys."
The
My
big guy's
bad.
like, "Well, it's my chance now. I get to change the tire again."
He heard some music in the stadium. He was getting a little too jiggy with it.
One of the issues is that they're going from side to side, and there's just stuff on this dirt. And it's not clean yet, so there's a path that's clean, and there's rubber on that's very sticky. So they get out to the side, they get into all that mess, and it's spin out a lot easier.
A safety car, a virtual safety car, or a safety car reduces your pit stop loss to about 14
Whoa.
seconds. Normally, it's about 20
Good morning.
Morning. Oh, that's right. I set that out yesterday by accident. I was like, "Hey Siri, set an alarm for 8 a.m." I was like, 8 p.m. to wake up from my nap. There you go.
That's a vet move, taking a nap before going out.
Yeah, I didn't take a nap though, because I'm not a big nap guy. But I was waning. I was like, "Oh, it could happen any second." I powered through to finish the show.
I'm a huge nap guy.
I just don't take naps. I just
You can
Power
see all
on.
the
Just
rubber
energy,
on the
just
edge
pure
here.
life energy.
life energy.
Pure life energy. See, like,
I'm just built different.
I'm with you on the coffee, but like the life energy needs a nap for me sometimes. You know, I'm
Yeah,
all
if I take a
about
nap, I'm
recharging.
really exhausted.
I'm also a go to bed guy for sure. If I'm tired, I'm done. Out of there. Hey, we're going to the next bar. No, we're not. I'm going to bed.
It's exactly what he might have with those fresher tyres.
This is going to be an intriguing, absorbing, potentially thrilling, maybe controversial end. Who knows to the Formula One season? But the one thing I do know is it is not going to be dull. Stick with it.
Chat about Kimmy.
Yeah. He probably got out of that suit and was like, "All right, well, here's the whiskey."
Whiskey? Where's the women at?
That too.
The most expensive bottle of champagne you've ever even imagined.
be coming around the mountain when she comes.
They have a couple of
Well,
videos.
he wants to come in. That's his second comment about the tires. He had it around lap 21. So there's gonna be a lot of life on him.
Come on, Toto.
There is Monster Energy drinks in the vending machine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go grab a water.
I think they're going to bring him in.
Have to.
Well, I don't know.
He's lost a second.
Yeah, Verstappen's putting up fastest lap
I
now.
think they would lose the spot. I don't think they can at this point.
Yeah. I think you're pot committed right now. I think they need a little magic on if a wreck happens.
Get him.
Haas is still in it, baby. We got time.
They need Haas to be Haas.
That's embarrassing.
What is AlphaTauri? Is that
Oh wow.
Anybody else want water?
Best producer ever. Thank you.
shout out? Uh-oh. We got a game, folks.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. This is gonna. Oh my gosh.
Feels to me as if raw pace alone.
I'm gonna be so pissed off if Lewis chokes this, bro.
It won't be him. It'll be his setup, his tires.
Look, yeah, that's his third comment.
Absolutely on raw pace.
I think they messed it up.
I think they did too.
Unless he starts getting tire degradation, unless his tires start falling away from it. And
He catches up so quick. I feel like he could pit and still have plenty of time.
He'd probably want to pit and get a softer tire than the hard so that he would have better performance. But
Can't pit now, can he? Because Verstappen's gonna stay out.
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. He's catching up to him. So the
It's
pit
already
window's
14-8.
closed.
Yeah, it's 14-8.
I think it's a 23, 24 second
I
pit
feel like
window.
you need to. You can get faster.
I think you're pot committed, and you just gotta drive.
Yeah, unless something else happens.
Yeah.
really cost him badly, was it, in terms of pressure? Anyway, that's what they decided to do.
Beautiful shot.
Before that, though, Martin, let's go to Karun and Sky Race Control.
That camera work is
Wow.
insane.
Way to rack focus on his eyes right there. That was a tough shot.
Honestly, best TV product in sports.
I agree. Given the complexity of the track and the number of cars and the space they have to cover,
Yep.
it's amazing.
Meanwhile, Fox is cutting to commercial in the middle of a
Another ground ball.
In a playoff game.
There's no like going small for a T-Mobile commercial on the side of the
It's
screen.
honestly nice that there has been like an ad popping up like in the side, like bottom corner of the screen.
They used to do that. They used to have ads, actually. You'd have them. But when they went to ESPN, they now have a sponsorship and they just play the whole thing through.
I mean, granted, there's ads everywhere, like on
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
So I think that's enough.
But there's no like this Sunday night on ABC
Yeah.
live,
Like those 5-second ads you can't skip.
or like the little sitcom people standing back to back like in the corner of the screen. Young Sheldon Wednesdays on CBS or whatever. So many great camera shots, all the radios, like they give you everything on Formula
yeah,
One
yeah.
broadcast.
MLB can never.
Commentators are very good. They don't talk too much, or they talk the whole time. But what they're giving you is pertinent and it's insightful. Is that
They need a safety car. Mercedes needs a safety car in the worst way.
I'm not sure that would help them actually.
To pit?
Because that would back up all the cars, so it'd be behind more cars, I believe. That's another level that we don't see. They have all the simulations going. They know where the gaps, the spaces. It's amazing, the engineers, just the race engineers, and all the stuff that they're taking into account.
Somehow, Mercury hang on to a set of tyres that shouldn't be giving as much grip as they
You
do.
can see all the rubber that's come off
Yeah,
on the side.
yeah, on the side.
You get out into that, and you start getting on those pebbles, you can get really loose.
And the tyres hang on, they are the hardest compound after all that we've got to have this weekend.
But they are quite slap back in the middle of that Pirelli range. When we say for hard time, they're not the hardest of hard times.
Kind of wild to me that like Mercedes and Lewis Hamilton are sponsored by Tommy Hilfiger. Like, it just feels so. Maybe it's different in England or whatever,
Yeah.
but it just feels so disappointing.
He wore Gucci when he walked in today.
Yeah. It's like Tommy Hilfiger and Puma, like all over Mercedes gear. Like, y'all couldn't get a Nike deal or like some Louis Vuitton or something.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here? For the GOAT, we got Tommy Hilfiger. Come on,
Do better.
at least some like Polo. What are we
Some
doing?
Brooks Brothers, maybe.
Yeah.
I wonder what some of these stickers cost on some of these cars, the sponsorship, just having it, just a
I bet it's
the small one is gotta be crazy.
I bet Ineos one right there has to be just a stupid amount.
We could probably get one for Haas though.
They may need it to tape up the car.
We'll drop the GoFundMe in the chat.
Yeah.
So-
Our actual ad's just a QR code, so it just expands even more. Gotta be really calculated with this ad deal.
I wonder how long Haas can hold on.
How many H-Town versus everyone shirts do we have to sell to get a Haas sponsorship?
If one person in the city gets, we can get a racing. A crown, we're like the Packers, where everyone's a minority owner. Everyone's a minority owner of the Apollo Haas racing team. I mean, simple math says he's gaining almost a second each lap around there for 0.8. That means the last two laps are going to be
Tight.
tight. I'm a big math guy, so
See if we got some telemetry here.
what's Lewis saying?
Marcus is right to play in this race as well. Hamilton being told that those back markers are Fernando Alonso, Esteban Ocon, Daniel Ricciardo, and Charles Leclerc, and they are scrapping away for points. So it's a bit unfair to call them back markers with cars that are next in line to be lapped.
Yes, if you're used to the hybrid era of Mercedes-Benz, they all look like back markers. But I think well, I'm pretty sure what Bono's explaining there is extra caution. It cost me second place.
I just realized we had a fan.
By passing.
Oh yeah.
I was like, why do I feel a draft? Jazz was blocking it the entire time.
That I was coming through as well.
It gets
You
a
said
little
that, and I
musty
was
in here,
like,
so I just got
are you
it.
talking about on Twitch? Like, what are you?
So you trying to fan us out, Josh? Huh?
Needs to tread slightly carefully because that's a battle royal going on. He's about to hoover up.
Yeah, they're obliged to jump out of the way when the car is about to lap them. It's about 1.2 seconds behind, and Blue Flags will be waved. But that's when you get to these back markers. Sometimes you breeze past on the straight, other times you might have to stick with it for a few corners before they can finally let you go through. And a right-on battle royal, this really is, with Esteban
What are you seeing over there, Tony?
leaning on his teammate Fernando Alonso.
Well, I'm really worried about Hamilton's tires. He's been on them for 30 laps now, 31 laps.
You got 13 more in them.
That's
I
not
just don't know.
ideal.
I just don't know that he can pit though.
He's gonna have a tire explode on the last lap, and that's gonna be the championship right
It's-
there.
I just need someone to clip Max and get him out of the race,
Yeah.
or at least make him lose a couple seconds.
Or somebody else can clip somebody else, and we can get a safety car or a red flag or something. Let Lewis pit.
Their control to try and help bring them back into this race. They've had the virtual safety car, which has helped. They have that great defense by Sergio Perez, which very much
Of course, at some point, Verstappen's tires are going to start giving away too because
He went soft this time, right?
now he went hard.
Okay.
But he's been on him for a good 10 laps too. So
Christian and Toto should just call each other and say, hey, let's just both pit right now. Your guy versus my guy. Mano y mano.
Let everybody else get out of the way.
Williams, get the fuck out the way.
So if they're worried about Hamilton's tires, that they could, in a few laps, pit and get some soft tires, be much faster. But he'd have to catch up and pass Verstappen.
Crypto.com is everywhere.
If Valtteri Bottas would do his job, then we can make this interesting. But
Yeah, he's hasn't had a good weekend, has he?
I mean, he got, what, up to 5th at one point in this race?
He was
he
third.
got the third, yeah.
At 3rd, yeah.
Yeah. That may have been a pit base. We've only had one yellow flag. We haven't even had a safety car.
That lead's been hovering around 13 seconds now for a little while. So
Yeah, yeah.
been that for a couple laps.
Did Hamilton just pass Ricardo?
I think so.
And after we heard earlier in the race that he was losing gears and having technical difficulties,
13-2.
Lando Norris,
Yeah, it's been that for a couple laps now.
for Lando Norris, fifth place, that would give him fifth place in the championship. Charles Leclerc out of the points, the driver currently in fifth in the standings. Norris can move into the top five, which he deserves for this season.
I don't know much about Lando Norris, but I think I like the guy.
Yeah, he's a young guy. And,
He looks like he's 14.
yeah, it's crazy.
What race was that? Where it was like him and Hamilton like down at the end, and he like fucked it up by staying out on the track too long.
Well, now you got these kids coming up, and Hamilton was their idol.
Yeah.
Coming up. It's really
How old is Hamilton?
31, I think.
Okay.
Uh oh, we're 12-5 now.
I think he's like 36.
36.
Sir Lewis Hamilton. He's a knight now.
Yeah, I think I saw that 2020 was his 35 age year.
I didn't realize he was that old. But
He looks young.
Yeah, when are people usually
Well, his
done with
first
Formula
his
One?
first world championship was 08 when he won.
yeah.
At what age is it like, okay, you're a little old for this, my guy? Like,
I hate to tell you this, but your reflexes go as you get older.
Yeah.
It's just your brain just doesn't work as fast.
is there like a Formula One Brett Favre who's just doing it forever?
Is there like a senior tour F1 like you passing jets like Phil Mickelson's doing
With
right
their
now?
with their turn signal on the whole,
If you
the whole
want
time.
to talk, you can get back on stream.
He's donor.
You don't stream like I do. It's
He-
fine.
he's on my producer cam. We can
I'm
see.
on camera in part heavy.
Well, I was in front of you, but I just revealed you.
We're losing time here.
Yeah,
Hamilton then making his way
10 laps.
Yeah.
I think he's got it, but
Damn.
Should be around 2 seconds.
Imagine watching 58 laps just to see like Hamilton lose.
I would be so mad, bro.
Selfishly for the content, I kind of
they have to know that these
I
tires are
would
good
like
to
it
go.
to be close down the wire at least.
5.
I need them to show me the overtake difficulty. Where we at, bro?
And if it gets close, we'll have DRS, right?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Please don't do this. Please don't do this.
There you go, Tony.
He's got 4 cars to go through. I mean, he needs some luck from the racing goals, I think, these last 10 laps. But, we're going to give it everything.
After Bottas's pit, he really hasn't made that ground back up.
Nope.
And he'll drive his heart out these last 10 laps. You can guarantee that.
Would this been a different race for you if Lewis Hamilton had to have given the place back in turn 6 on that opening lap?
I don't think so.
Come the final reckoning, it wouldn't have made much difference.
Well, it gives you more options. You have track position, you've got clean air. So, yeah, it's disappointing in that decision, but, it is what it is. And
towards pit so Bottas can get back in it?
That would be my role, that backup guy, in case it doesn't work.
How often do pit crew ever get hit? I feel like that used to be probably.
It was much more dangerous when they had to refuel. The worst guy is the guy in front with the jack, because if they overshoot, he gets that shot
That's why
right.
I'm always like,
And it's happened a few times.
Sure, his pay's a little higher. A little better insurance.
We've seen Norris with problems with punches, so just be careful on the curbs. That's the thing. You see, Nando's problems were sorted from early on. He was just being told on the radio to be careful about deployment, but that's just an energy recovery, a hybrid system, a bit of advice from his engineers.
Ooh, those tires are getting.
Look at the wings are flopping around as they're adjusting.
Hold on to it, Lewis. God damn it.
He's gonna be pissed either way about it.
Honestly, this is becoming more exciting than I expected it to, just because of the tires.
As a big fan of the track and team track, all these variables.
I don't think he's going to catch him, but I'd be worried about a tire blowout.
That'd be an awful way to go out.
It would not be good.
Just go back to your team, like, what the fuck?
And he doesn't hold back either.
No.
No.
Saw this in Qatar, didn't we? In terms of tyres not enjoying consistent pounding.
Yeah, man, if you were on the verge of breaking the record for most championships in the final race of the year and then your tire got punctured and you just cooked, like,
All because of your team didn't plan it out.
Toto would.
They have to have a good idea that they're good to go to the end, but stay off the curbs. Don't stress them out. And he could be taking it easy. That's why Verstappen is catching up.
yeah, with 10-8, I don't know if he'll be able to catch him.
Now he's cleared from traffic, and now that Norris is pitted, that means there are 5 cars for Verstappen to get through in that.
So he hasn't even gotten past all the guys he got a lap. Okay.
Verstappen will get DRS to help him lap those cars, and that might just help him shave off a couple of seconds here or there, but he needs a little
Lewis
I was
has
gonna
a rub.
say that's a really weird spot for a sign.
Very strange.
That guy's he's the one that was like, we should totally roll the dice. And he's just like, shit.
Fuck it, leave him out. Leave him out.
I wonder if they give bonuses based on championship wins.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, if everybody hated Lewis, everybody else, they could just be like, all right, we're all gonna give you toe, Max, and let you
Yeah.
slingshot up to the front.
But I feel like everyone's more likely to hate Max, honestly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If it was the other way around, they might give Lewis toe.
Get the proper terms.
Yeah, I watched the show. That was on Wikipedia though.
We're experts here at the
Yeah.
Apollo Racing team.
Kind of quick.
Apollo F1 podcast coming soon with your host Josh.
As long as we can do it from a race car bed.
I've been out on the track. One of the things that we don't appreciate is their stomachs. I can tell you, them not just getting out of that car and throwing up is pretty tough. They're being thrown around like crazy.
Poor Williams, just back there vibing.
You do think he just at that point he just has his playlist going on? Hey Siri, play the weekend.
Yeah, I just feel at that point. I've been talking to my my manager. Hey, did you put that sports bet in for Hamilton?
What's everybody doing for Christmas?
what's the term? Like, so when is like race 1 for the 2022 season?
March.
Has the schedule been released yet?
Yeah. It's
So
like
they have a good holiday then.
pretty late March.
There's a lot of work that goes up because they have a new car to get ready. I think that there is they have certain times where they can't do any work so that they
Can relax.
make sure that they get
Press.
vacations and
So like for the team itself and the engineers, this is like about to start there.
Oh!
Who'd that be?
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
They're just yellow flagging that?
no, that's going to be a safety car.
But the race could end up ending on the safety car. There's only 4 laps left.
Big if true.
I think I think they try to.
Going to be a couple, and of course that's where Max Verstappen's much fresher tyres will fire up.
I mean, they're going to
Confidence
bang
in
or
any kind of
gang
restart.
up.
It depends on there will be. I'm pretty sure on lap 52, obviously because of the slow pace with 5 to go, that they'll.
I want to know if his tire blew.
have a
He's on the hards too.
As long as they get if they get a vehicle on there and get that out of the way. And Max
Max Verstappen. Hamilton stays out. Verstappen
He's still out?
He's going soft.
Can't now.
soft tyres waiting for him to go onto that Red Bull car. Yes, it is.
Wow.
It's a use set, but
That's just some.
He's going soft. Negative.
So if there is a restart, Verstappen now has fresh soft tyres. Lewis has
Yo!
he's got to get through a lot of cars though. But it's going to be a sprint.
of a safety car restart, and he will presumably end up. Well, they had nothing to lose. Once again, Red Bull had nothing to lose there.
Yeah, I mean you.
Hamilton is a long way clear as Perez also gets
I mean, it feels like Mercedes is playing not to lose instead of playing to win.
The problem is that Hamilton's ahead of him, so if he pits, then they don't pit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, they do. So they just do the opposite.
Sebastian Vettel in the Aston Martin there.
but he won't be on the restart.
Yikes.
But
Clear that debris away.
oh, what the hell?
Fire extinguishers have obviously gone off because the brakes, I'm sure, were getting very, very hot. But they've also got to let the laps of cars unlap themselves. Just at the back of my mind, I wonder if we're going to get any racing laps in this race. Wait and see. This is what
Yeah, I mean,
Nicholas Latifi scrapping away with.
Oh, you got touched.
There it is. Touching the back tire.
In the skirmish with Schumacher, they
Of course it's the Haas that cars.
That wasn't it, was it?
Yeah, they said it was Schumacher.
just let's go.
Dirty tyres from being offline there.
God, he picked up a bunch of crap.
That rubber Tony was talking about, foreshadowing.
Damn. Feel that carbon fiber.
Yeah. All very expensive.
Yeah, dude. My tripod alone is carbon fiber, and it was fucking expensive. Let alone these cars.
Yeah. It's all custom. And
They always do let the lap runners through. And in between
these cars are amazingly light. Obviously, they can just jack them up with leverage.
It extends the safety car period.
but that's what they always do. Take the lap runners out of the way so they're not interfering in play.
So the situation is that Verstappen has pitted. He had 3 pit stop. Lost track positions here. 4 laps remaining.
Is that Norris behind him there?
So this field has the bunch, and then they have to send lap cars.
Yeah, that's the thing is they're gonna let the lap cars through too. So Verstappen will be.
So it's gonna be 1-on-1 at the end. Oh man.
on the soft tires.
Oh man.
This is
Lost track position if we had pitted.
That was the big key here.
they got screwed as far as the pit strategy.
Whilst Max Verstappen pitted, Red Bull
It's a disadvantage sometimes to be in front because, like I said, if you pit, they don't. If you don't, they do.
case, if we don't go racing again because you can't
So Williams is part of Red Bull.
World Championship,
So let your conspiracy theories fly.
can't see it.
because he could have pitted, and then if they don't race, then he would have lost position, right?
If he pitted, then Max doesn't pit, and he gets position.
Yeah, and then say they just finish the last 3 under the safety car,
Yeah. I think they're going to go at least 2 laps.
a green and a checker.
Yeah. That's one of the issues. Is like
Yeah, I was about to say it cools down and they get hot again. That's probably not good either. Williams just screwed all this up.
That is not a good feeling when you feel that slide up in the air, and it's not fun.
But that's normally on a wet day that they don't. And if so, how long will they wait for those?
See the
All
brakes.
these people on their phones
Right.
like, look, he crashed. Look at this bitch, he crashed.
K-Maze is right. Get a red flag and a standing 2-lap sprint. Woo, boy.
That shows you though that the
3
brakes are
laps
so
to go.
hot, and they need the movement to keep them cool, and the tires too.
Is that Verstappen behind? Is that Bottas?
Bottas got to take one for the team.
Yeah. Or is he lap?
It's good to see that he's okay. Sergio Perez coming into the pits again.
What's he doing?
He's giving away podium right now.
Perez into the pits for the 4th time. I didn't understand why, but I think they are retiring the car, and yes, they're not going to be working on it, and that is the end of Sergio Perez.
See, they just got these little
Why is he giving away
carts
podium?
that carry the car. I mean, it's so light.
There goes your guy Checo.
And lapped cars
If-
will not be allowed to overtake.
It's not mandatory in the regulations,
Damn.
which leaves Verstappen with a lot of work to do.
That's good for Lewis.
Mercedes will be constructors' champions at the end of this race, as it stands at the moment, assuming that Hamilton.
I would love to be a safety car driver.
This looks like so much fun, bro.
They're usually former drivers, but and they're supposed to go fast.
Just out there just vibing, serpentining with
Dude,
Lewis
just
Hamilton
vibing,
behind
bro.
you.
Hey, he's not going
Taking a
fast.
selfie, like, look, Goat can't get past me.
He should be
Blasting
going faster.
Dancing in the moonlight.
I won't let Hamilton pass me.
That's it. This is my chance.
Get a little saucy and open it up a little bit.
See how fast this baby can go.
There was an IndyCar race where the safety car spun out.
Hand up, guys. That was on me.
It was
Safety
like
car
3
for
years
the safety
ago.
car.
He was driving one
like,
of the new
I'm
Corvettes.
so getting fired.
They got a
I knew
safety
this
car
was a
on
bad
their
idea.
study.
You just get out and leave a resignation letter on the
I don't think you have a backup safety car. Probably gonna get somebody's car
Put
out
me
in
in
the
the safety
parking
car
lot.
minor leagues. I'm ready to go.
Here's my keys. Y'all can use it for a safety car.
I just give the keys to a fan.
Yeah.
Hey, take a spin.
It's Abu Dhabi. You know somebody's got a nicer car out there.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I think it was in Detroit too. So
Allow the lap cars through. It's not mandatory, pointed out, but as you point out, Frosty, there'd be no racing laps.
No, Chico's falling.
Because I think
Chico.
coming at the end of this lap, and there will be one.
Damn, Danny Ricciardo, way to show up.
At least I'm pretty.
Out there vibing. That's all. Because fuck you, that's why.
He's gonna be livid.
Good.
We got 1 lap left, right?
Yeah. When they showed Christian's house in I think season 3 of the Netflix series,
Yeah.
it's like this is the most Black Mirror house of all time. I'm so jealous. This guy has like, I mean his salary's got to be absurd.
the money's crazy.
Oh, it'd be a team principal.
The money's crazy if you win.
Right.
I don't see any way Verstappen can do anything with that, but indeed, is the safety car coming in? Is that rethinking? should do, could do.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much over now, right?
Debris to clear out.
Not really enough time.
Unless they do it.
No, they are letting the lap cars go.
To overtake the safety car. So Norris and Alonso and Ocon and Leclerc.
So wait, is that them back to back?
And it's ending. Wow.
So there's confusion, but the safety car is coming in
Yo!
this lap. So
This is not good.
allowed to overtake the safety car, and that has now left Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen.
Oh no.
It has left Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen side by side. Hamilton will be ahead. Verstappen is absolutely desperate to get on with this on that subcompound tyre. We're going to have one lap of racing to decide.
This is crazy.
This is insane.
This is not ideal.
Verstappen has the faster, fresher tyre.
Yo!
3.2 miles of racing action.
Oh my gosh.
Way to the checkered flag.
One more lap.
Roll the drivers on to the
Holy
This
shit.
is amazing.
Unbelievable.
This should not have happened, but
No,
it did.
this should not have happened.
for Verstappen. Is it going to be an 8th world championship for Lewis Hamilton?
I don't know if they have DRS on this lap or not.
It's just
Oh,
racing.
look how his tires are.
Unbelievable.
It's just racing.
Oh,
No!
oh, fuck.
No! No fucking way!
No DRS for 2 laps. So Lewis Hamilton will not keep the railing open. Now he's going to go down the outside.
He's trying to get it.
He's not gonna get it, bro.
Take him out.
No fucking
Word, you
way!
can't take
You
him
can't
out.
take him out because Max has the
Max will
tiebreaker.
win, yeah.
You gotta get the slip.
Get him! Get him! Get his ass, bro!
No,
Fuck!
He just doesn't have
he
it.
doesn't have the tires.
He's got the straight. He doesn't have this. This is. Oh my god. This is it. It's
This is
over.
it. He's faster.
This is it, bro. It's done. After all of that, bro.
Red Bull's won.
That's it.
I can't fucking
Oh,
believe
yeah,
it, bro.
That is just.
Yo!
Bro, this is gonna be saucy.
Some baby
This
back
is just gonna
bullshit.
This is just gonna make next season even more intense.
The fix is in.
The fix is
un-
in.
Unreal.
in.
Unreal.
Well, Mercedes didn't play the pit strategy.
No, they didn't.
Fuck, man.
You couldn't make it up, could you? There's going to be
Now, that was insane. Hamilton had no chance. His tires
Yeah.
are 50 laps old.
Red Bull played every card they could because they hadn't got enough speed, they hadn't got track position, they played it really smart. Mercedes played it cautious out front, but to reduce the lap cars and
Damn, Mercedes.
give us
Hamilton had fastest lap, right?
Multiple times.
quickly to that turn. What was going to
Doesn't matter now.
the racing gods need to shine down on us? They certainly did.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Why'd they change their mind on letting the lap cars
I don't know.
overtake?
And then they went.
It felt like
immediately-
Christian got the last word with the radio and got what he wanted.
Sounded like he convinced him. Who got third? Saints?
I said it felt like Mercedes played not to lose.
You know,
That's tough.
That's a call right there.
That's tough. That's
one of the things with the formula system or competition is that it's not just the driver. There is a lot of other things going on. It's the car manufacturing and pit strategies. So you got to accept that. But
Well, Mercedes won the constructors, right?
yeah,
Fuck, man.
that's
I need the FIA to explain to me why they just gave Max Verstappen the championship. Like, what?
Toto's gonna fight everyone. Son's like, I already know I'm gonna go.
Asking each other what is going on. They're shaking their heads. They are in disbelief.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, you got.
Yeah, you didn't deserve this shit.
Bro, Lewis's post conference may be the best of all time right here.
Mercedes Pitbull to shake hands with anyone he can find. He's getting a handshake, but it's not very.
You need to go shake the steward's hands.
Absolutely have no idea what has just gone on. They are befuddled. The most befuddlement you can ever see. Where is it? It's all going off. That is a release.
That tire's not hot.
He's got to race a fire suit on.
Big player safety guy.
It's,
That checks in a makeup for the little burn, Josh.
he's not getting out. He
He's
can pull up to
seething.
Man.
He's seething.
He didn't pull up, did he?
I don't think he pulled up to the.
No, he didn't pull up to the second mark or whatever. I
Do
think he
they
went
do
to the
do
pit.
they do the whole podium thing like after
Yeah.
this race?
Yeah.
If I was Lewis Hamilton, I would just walk up, just holding 7 up the whole time.
No, just drop the champagne bottle, walk off, just shatters everywhere.
Before COVID, they used to go back into the room and talk to each other before they went
they
out
went
on
out?
the podium, and it was often a little heated.
You know, remember that girl in the Olympics that was famous for doing this? That's gonna be Lewis Hamilton. up
Michaela
there.
Maroney, unimpressed.
Just pissed off.
Well, and they're going to give him a weak trophy. I mean,
If he ever even gets out of the
second-place
car,
trophy.
which I might not, bro.
No, I'm not getting out.
He had like a 9-second lead before that safety car. Like I,
Toto Wolff is going to fight someone.
like I said,
Absolutely.
Williams Racing's part of Red Bull's, umbrella. They gave him.
I mean, the real winner is F1 as a sport. You know how they're gonna market this for
Uses Red Bulls.
Yo, season 4 is gonna be crazy. Season 4 is gonna be
Netflix is just like.
Oh yeah, this season. Oh
Yeah.
my God. This season,
Oh man.
You know that Buffalo Wild Wings commercial where they fuck with the games? That was Netflix. That was Netflix.
Netflix made the call. Hey, let the left cars overtake.
I just don't. You like to see it on the course,
Yeah, you don't want.
and it was at the end, but
Lewis is just now getting out of the car.
Max needs to have Chico up on the podium with him because he's not.
see if they had pitted when Lewis said pit, he would have been in the situation that Max was, where he could have pitted, had the option.
Yeah, he could have had the
Yeah,
bird
if,
in the
if
hand.
he had better tires at the end there, he would have overtaken him.
He said on tire 21, he goes, "This will be a long life for the tires." And then at like 38, he was like, "What are we doing?"
Well, hang on. There seems to be an abuse of the rules here. The rules have not been followed. Why were only 5 cars allowed to unlap themselves and then the race restarted?
Yeah,
That's
there's
the point, isn't it? So,
there's some weird stuff that went on there.
hang on. The process was not followed here. It was not followed properly the way it
It wasn't followed properly. Run the whole thing back.
Run that shit back, bro.
Run the whole thing back.
Hey, the Haas cars.
Did-
The idea.
yeah.
Let's just do it.
Sudden death.
Drive them till they crash.
I ain't shaking your fucking head. Get out my face.
Do they weigh themselves? Is that what they're doing right there?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they wait before and after.
Why?
I'm not exactly sure.
Make sure you didn't put some lead in your suit at
It could
during
be.
the pit stop.
I'm not exactly sure, to be honest with you.
It might just be an analytics thing. Figure out how much you're losing during the race, or I don't know.
Yeah, it's healthy or not.
Yeah.
Imagine being in Mercedes' room right now, all dead quiet. You're like,
There's a one guy who's just like, we won the constructors championship.
woo, 8 times.
The one guy that has that bonus clause.
So y'all want to go to the bar after? Or?
Is this Vettel's last season?
I don't think so.
this motherfucker.
Bro, Toto is gonna fight someone for sure.
He might fight Max, to be honest.
You also have to go back to the couple times, like when
It's a vet move right there. Pretty boy knew that the camera's gonna be
Yeah.
on Max. You know, give him a hug.
Throw a big smile.
Throw a big smile.
that corner where Max ended up on top of Hamilton, and those points were lost to both of them.
Yeah, you're right. There's probably an assassin out there for sure.
The fix is in, bro. I'm telling you, Netflix made the call.
Yeah, we
Keep the
need to go
camera on that Williams driver that crashed.
We need to go to the British
Wait
Grand
for,
Prix next year because that's going to be a lot
somebody
of
to
fun.
handle some money.
Ooh. When Max is there.
Max is gonna get on the podium and say some shit about being built different, and being the better team, and all this other shit. I'm gonna throw up, bro.
They may not accept Max's passport at the UK airport there.
Yeah, he at what Heathrow. He may not be able to. He may not get through that airport. I'll give him a hug.
Somebody just tweeted at me. I literally only watched F1 for the last 30 minutes, but that seems like it was unfair and not normal.
Look, this is Hamilton's car, and he's not. He didn't pull up in the second place though.
Astute observation from that person.
Thanks, FIA. That's what you say.
Yeah. Well,
Someone at FIA is getting paid.
pit strategy was terrible for Mercedes. They just did not play it right. They were put in some bad situations where they didn't really have a good option. But you're supposed to not be in those situations.
Can we talk about the fact that like just an energy drink company has built like the fastest car in the world? Like just
Quickly.
because.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like Aston Martin and stuff is struggling.
Aston Martin,
Ferrari.
Ferrari, yeah, like all these other car makers and shit can't do this, but just an energy drink company was like, hey, fuck it, let's go win F1.
The Honda.
Do you know that one Monster Energy executive that like positioned this about 15 years ago? Like, we should probably get into this. And they're like, no, we're in the top of the energy drink world. And he's sitting right there like, damn it, that could be
Where's the
us.
Venn diagram? There's an overlap.
I would take whatever fine and just not show up for my post, right? Like, nothing.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to anyone.
I'm not on podium. I'm not.
We lost.
We lost, y'all saw it. What's it like just being here? Just no one cares about you, but
Right place, the right time. It's unfortunate that matters.
Mercedes like, just cut the cameras.
cut the camera. Dead ass.
That's right. This is dad, I believe, isn't it?
They love to keep black men down. You see it.
That was racially motivated by the FIA.
You see the agenda.
That put Saints in
Science.
in fifth for the season. Passed up Lando and Charles.
Because him and Max grew up together, right? In the same circuit?
A lot of them did. They came up on. There's a whole progression going from karts to F3 and F2.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Speak your truth.
Let it fly.
He's gonna be gracious, I bet you.
Yeah, look at that smile. Looks gracious going on, but I just want to say, fuck all y'all. I'm still the greatest of all time.
It's been an amazing season to watch for everyone, for the fans of Formula One. Whether you're a Max fan, whether you're a Lewis fan, it's been one of those seasons that's gone down to the wire. To the last lap of the race.
I know. I was there.
That's his Hamilton's stat. He just congratulated Max.
What if he announces his retirement right now?
Congratulations to Max and to his team. I think we did an amazing job this year. My team, everyone back in the factory, all the men and women we have, and here worked so hard this whole year. It's been the most difficult of seasons, and
What?
I'm so proud of them. I'm so grateful to be a part of the journey with them. And yeah, we gave it everything. This last part of the season, we gave it absolutely everything, and we never gave up. And that's the most important thing. You obviously started a little bit on the back foot at the start of the year, but as you said, you guys worked together very strong into the season.
You fought all the way back. You blew it at the end. How do you feel?
The best Lewis Hamilton I've ever seen, and you seem very confident in your ability to come back next year and fight for that crown again. Yeah, of course. I've been feeling good, great in the car this past couple of months, particularly at the end. If I'm honest, we're still in the pandemic, and I just really wish everyone to stay safe and have a good Christmas with all their families, and yeah, we'll see about next year. I feel it's one person has to win the World Championship, but I feel you deserve something this year, mate. That was an exceptional year, so congratulations. Thank you.
Better man than me. I couldn't do it, bro.
I think the worst person in danger is the race engineer who worked the pit strategy for Mercedes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Lewis Hamilton a better man than me, because I would have.
Oh my gosh.
You know Toto's tearing into somebody.
Toto's tearing into the FIA right now, and then he's
Yeah.
turning in. I'm getting out before he turns back inward.
Yeah. I see him coming down the hallway.
My resignation letter is already on this desk. I'm walking
Bro,
out to my
I'm just
car.
not showing up.
Yeah. I'm going straight to my car right now and never coming back. I just go to Williams. Just get as far away as possible.
The company I work for is headquartered in Amsterdam, so like all the people who
Oh
are
my
like
gosh.
big bosses are
Oh.
Dutch. I know they're going crazy right now.
I mean, he's literally like the Michael Jordan of the Netherlands. It's ridiculous. I mean, to get that many people in Abu Dhabi.
Expecting Max to go quite so early with that.
Max needs to take Latifi on his yacht.
You know, if that yellow flag had come like 3 laps earlier, it would have given Hamilton a chance to get some DRS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just didn't have the. See, he
would've had him on
he
the
had the
straight.
toe.
He
He
had-
had
he
the
would've had
toe.
him.
He just didn't have the DRS.
Yeah, he has the DRS there.
Man,
He almost.
I would have just maybe. That's the that 50-50 call where like we're either both wrecking or one of us are wrecking.
somebody reckon
Yeah.
right now.
He lost it on the.
I'm not losing.
Yeah,
this
Max
race
Max
clean.
almost did lose it.
That was great driving out of him on that last lap. I gotta say, as much as I don't like the guy,
He's
he is
he's
good.
just as worthy of winning. I think Hamilton drove better this year, but
It's good for the sport.
it,
But now you're gonna throw a third team that hopefully can figure out the car
I feel like next year
situation.
is going to be great. We picked a good time to get in.
you know, one of the things with Hamilton too,
You son of a
it's-
bitch.
it's the drive to keep doing it again and again. You
Yeah.
know, once you've done it, it's do you have the drive to do it one more time and again and
I
6
was
times?
amazed to look at his history. I mean, he won in 2008. He didn't win again until like 2014 or something.
Right.
like
Yeah.
that.
Then he went to Mercedes.
He went
Hold on,
years
hold on.
of being fit, fourth, fifth.
Sorry. We went to car racing.
That's Michael Massey, and him saying we went car racing. He wanted every chance to finish this race as a race, not behind the safety car.
Well, why did you let the cars pass?
Yeah, let all the
late?
cars pass. Then. That sounds like a setup, man. I don't like that.
Probably is Jerry Halliwell, of course. Christian
Yeah, don't like that, but I get it. I don't know, like how much a difference it would have made, like if they let all the cars.
Verstappen was plus 1,600 live betting odds to win with 8 laps to go. Someone made the call.
That was just the worst time to have that car crash to get the safety car.
I'm telling you, conspiracy.
I'm not sure Williams is actually. I think they might use the Red Bull engine. I'm not sure if they are actually part
They're
of it.
part of like the racing tree. Like, because I was looking it up and stuff. Like a lot of Williams drivers will become Red Bull drivers.
Okay.
The charts, the miracle that Christian Horner was asking for 10 laps from the end, and he took the opportunity.
Gonna be a new addition to the masterclass class.
That's right.
Are you gonna watch Max's masterclass?
How to win gracious or lose graciously. How to get screwed and not
Yeah.
cuss your head off.
Think about the dollar sign.
At some point, you do. I just have to say it happened. It's not gonna change.
Well, yeah. At this point,
And
there's
that's
nothing you can do. They're not gonna reverse it. So.
You make the changes in the
Just
off
make yourself
season.
look bad if you.
You know, you try to make things better, and just, and I would not want to be. I think it's just going to add more fuel to Hamilton.
Yo,
to come
next
back
year is
next
gonna be.
He's just. I think there's going to be a few more tattoos in the off season.
Yeah.
Y'all are being real gracious about it, and like so is Lewis Hamilton. But me personally, I'd be like, bitch, I'm a knight.
Yeah.
I'm calling the queen.
No,
We're going
yeah.
to war.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I feel like for him.
we're invading the Netherlands tonight. Like, I don't know what you're
Boots
talking
on
about.
the ground.
Honestly, if he were to do that, I'd be fine with it.
For him, I think he knows Toto is going to go scorched earth, so he doesn't have to.
Well, you know,
He can act. He can be good. While
He'd be
Toto's
good cop.
great. Yeah, he'd be a good cop.
at some
Do you
point,
know who I am?
let's see what he does with the champagne. He might
I
just
am.
take the bottle.
I am just chunking it.
That'd be really funny. Right off.
Actually, I don't even think it should. We'll see.
Tossing it into the crowd. I know Mick Schumacher somewhere like the 72 Dolphins. Just like, popping bottles. Still number one,
Still
baby.
number one. Are y'all familiar with the Shoemaker story?
No.
Dude.
He survived all those F1s and then had a skiing accident, and now he's.
Oh, his dad?
Yeah,
That's a dad Shoemaker?
yeah.
When did he have an accident?
Like 3 years after he retired.
Big team guy.
Big team guy. I wanted to be a Red Bull. Now I look like a bandwagoner if I'm a Chico fan next year. Cause then, golly.
Nah, Chico is great, but if you were a Verstappen fan now, you'd be bandwagon.
Yeah.
But Chico,
He picks up his
rock
10th
with
win of the season. 10 wins in a calendar year to match the 10 of the rest of his career.
Oh man.
Bro, his girlfriend's our girlfriend now.
Lewis Hamilton will pick up the runners-up trophy in a moment.
Chairman of the Etihad Airways.
Constructors Trophy, Mercedes stronghold of the Drivers' Championships in this turbo.
Let's act like we've been there before. That was the worst
That was
trophy
awful.
race.
Yeah, did not look
Yeah.
good.
he's not used to this.
Did not look comfortable.
If Hollywood wants to get involved in
No podium babes in Abu Dhabi. I think they stopped that with COVID, but
Yeah, who are these people just chilling on the side? Do they run the country?
Yeah, really, yeah, they.
Prince, a king.
Why is, what's his name standing over there?
They
The Red Bull guy?
the trophy for
trophy
the
for the-
constructors win.
Oh, I thought Mercedes won.
Mercedes
They
won.
won
give it-
overall, but every race the team.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Trophy for the
Oh, specifically for this race.
Yeah.
more wins than any other driver this season. He picks up the bubbles.
That is
Look at
not
that.
a very
Yeah,
enthusiastic
not very
champagne.
enthusiastic.
That is
Yeah, just
whatever.
whatever.
Somebody should gift that. That'd be great.
Can you imagine if they made like losing baseball teams do that in the playoffs?
You have to go to their clubhouse and sit around the edges and you spray champagne.
Yeah,
on
you
it.
just also get bottles of champagne, just like.
You know, I think it's maturity. Honestly, he's done it before, but you know,
Well, it helps when you won.
He
Yeah,
knows.
you won it 7 times.
He knows how hard it is to win, and I know he's got to feel how not winning this one, you just can't catch it, you can't make it up. It means everything. He may not have the
And
chance.
I think he
again.
knew it too. Like
Yeah.
with all his comments, he was just like,
We'll
"Boys, like we need to change the game plan up." Like,
Yeah.
He's been around and he knows. Felt the vibes.
But you know, as you get older, I think you start to realize that nothing's going to change if you throw a fit or say some stuff that you're going to regret later.
Max, you've had a moment to reflect, not very long, but you've seen Christian,
Nice
you've
watch.
seen your dad, your girlfriend, and the whole team.
do a career right here, propose.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
It's just insane. I mean,
He had to put the watch on after he can put out. So it's a sponsorship, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Is Tezos? Is that
It's crypto.
Tag Hoover.
Oh yeah.
you one day hope they play yours, and then when you stand here and then they tell you you're the world champion, it's something incredible, and especially also my dad, the special one we have here. All the things come back to you.
Was his dad good? Like, did his dad
I,
win the championships?
I don't think he won anything. I mean, I think he won it like 2 or 3 times. Not a championship, a race.
I'll be stunting on my dad every single family gathering.
Just bring the trophy with me everywhere I go.
Oh, you won a couple races? That's nice.
That's cute.
Come to Christmas dinner, the trophy just sitting on the table.
I'm your dad now, Dad.
You ever got one of these? No? No? Well.
It's gonna be me.
It's been a season that we're all going to remember forever. One of the biggest seasons in F1, if not the biggest. For you and Lewis going at the title. But you've had a lot of support from the fans. You must have a message for them as well. Yeah, I mean it's incredible to see all this orange gear.
It's been a crazy season, and this race was
My whole career, especially of course in Formula One, the support is just incredible.
kind of an appropriate ending.
For sure, like having that last sprint
Yeah.
lap.
Like, just unexpected, Just
Game
thought it was
7 coming down to the buzzer, man.
Yeah, it's almost like a home run call, that didn't go the right way, or
Yeah, if that was like a game changing.
bad review or something.
Call.
On the other hand, it's just another race where you want to do well, but of course the outcome can determine your first or second. But yeah, throughout the whole race, I just tried to.
Is F1 Twitter as toxic as the rest of the?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it
I'm
can.
I'm sure it can.
I'm sure it's
And
going
with-
crazy right now.
And
The people who are like actually like in it, yeah, they're just as toxic, if not more than other sports.
yeah. And there's the country, nationality, and all that stuff, and there's some racism that goes on
UK
with it.
Twitter is just blowing up.
Going nuts. Yeah.
There was a ton of
What's
orange
this,
though.
bruv?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's all this then?
You should do a Yisha Curry's tweet, but in the English accent.
Oh my god. It's rigged, isn't it?
Are you having a laugh?
Fine words from Max with regards to Lewis Hamilton in return.
It's a dope ass trophy.
That's the race trophy.
Yeah, it has to be, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the world one was behind him on the screen. I was looking at it.
Don't know if they're gonna have another trophy
Ceremony.
ceremony or what the deal.
I'm a big Sky Sports guy.
Yeah, love
Dude
Sky
took
Sports.
the ink
Big-
off my name. Joss.
There's gonna be some Abu Dhabi kids wearing Hamilton championship shirts.
He's managed to sort of weather this Mercedes resurgence in the last 3. He never seemed to get worried at all.
Let me hit up Fanatics right now, see what they talk about.
Oh, look at that FX3.
Well,
It's a Sony camera.
I feel like a champion because the stream setup worked and didn't have any issues. That's true.
Maybe we need to do a Hamilton People's Champion
Oh,
t-shirt.
Hamilton's People Championship.
How were you on that last lap?
Well, during the race I walked away because I didn't believe it anymore.
Oh, I gave up on my team. I didn't think we were gonna do it, but shout out to Haas.
I thought my son was cooked,
Yeah.
but
Well, this race, that's last lap, a moment of cause of the most epic of all seasons. We'll get the thoughts of our world champions
I'm gonna head out
in a
soon,
few
but
moments.
Are we
you're
still
all
streaming?
welcome to play some. Yeah.
Horner with tears in his eyes.
Oh,
We can wrap it up.
Play some Mario Kart to get that racing.
Did you kill the stream?
Yeah, I'm about to.
Yeah, let's kill it.
See chat. See stream.
Been real, bros.
Spice it up.
We'll be back next year, baby.
Big fan of the kingdom.